Okay, greetings one and all. Again, greetings one and all, and welcome to, this has to be day number 2. Yes, day number 2, week 9, spring 2024. That's day number 2, week 9, spring 2024 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight. It's certainly a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. Okay, so let's head up. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, the 4th of March, 2025. Our subject is, of course, mathematics. And we're going to be looking at geometrical constructions, All right, so we're going to be looking at geometrical constructions, part 1. All right. Geometrical constructions, part 1. So we're going to be looking at how to construct things using our ruler and our pencil. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Geometrical constructions, part 1. All right, so what I want to first teach you all is how to construct it using, oh, by the way, let me go ahead and,
Good night.
good night, Jemo. Let me go ahead and unmute the chat.
Good night.
Good night. All right, so the first thing we're gonna learn is like how to construct a 60-degree angle. So you know that we can construct a 60-degree angle using a geometry set. We could like make it, okay? And so that's what we're gonna learn, like what are the steps to constructing a 60-degree angle. That's what we're gonna do, all right? So the first step, and I want you to write this down. So the first step that we're gonna do is we are going to, basically we have to mark a vertex on our paper, anywhere on the paper. And we're gonna call this point, M. Okay, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. So the first step is mark a point. Let me increase this. Mark the vertex of your angle. And we're gonna call it, anywhere near paper, we're gonna call it M. Okay, we're gonna call it M. So let me do this here and simply there. Okay, we're gonna call it M. Okay, I'll make here the so mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let's call that M. And so let me show you an image. And on the right hand side, you can have the image right there. So you can have the image right there. So the first thing, we're gonna mark the vertex of our angle anywhere on the paper, and we're gonna call this point M. So what do we call this point? Right there, where we have it marked.
M.
Call it M. Okay, so do that on your paper. And are we writing down this information? Let me know if you're writing this down, please.
Excuse me, do we need a graph paper?
Sir.
You don't need a graphing paper. You don't need a graphing paper. You just need a geometry set, pencil, and a ruler. Okay, well, a geometry set. Okay. If you don't have a geometry set, then just you have to get a straight edge. All right. So go ahead, Zion Davis. Where's Zion Davis? Are you there? Zion, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read the first step.
Mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this point as M.
So what do we call the vertex of this angle? Sorry, of this angle. What do we call the vertex? What do we call the vertex? We call the vertex M. Very good. We call the vertex M. Okay. And Y Smith, can you read the first step for me? Y Smith.
Pardon?
Read the first step.
Mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this point as M.
Very good. So we're gonna call this point M. Okay, good. So we're gonna call this M. All right, next. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a ray extending in any direction and of any length. And that's gonna be one of the arms of our angle. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to form an angle. Okay, and so what I mean by that is I'm going to come here and let me show you all that. I'm going to come here at this particular point. So I'm going to start from M. Okay, I'm going to start from M, from the same point, from M, and I'm going to draw a line going to the what? To the left or to the right? Going to the what? Going to the right.
Right.
Right. So the
Mr.
first,
P,
yes, go ahead.
this going in one box or this a separate box? You drawing the M and N.
Say it again. No,
This
it's
going
that.
in one.
It's
This going in one box or this going inside the next box? The M and N.
no, it's one continual thing, right? But for the steps, draw them in separate boxes for the steps. But when we do it all together, it's going to be one continuous thing. All right. But for the steps, we could separate them. All right. Waterfall, read the second step.
Well,
Waterfall, read the second step.
draw a ray MN extending in any direction and of any length. This would be one of the arms of our angle.
Very good. So let me see if y'all paying attention. What is the vertex of our angle?
M.
M, very good. What is the name of the ray? What is the name of the ray? What is the name of the ray?
MN.
MN, very good, MN, good. So the first thing we do is we mark a vertex, then we draw the ray. Xavier, read the first and second point for me, please.
Draw a ray MN extending in any direction and any of length. This will be one of the arms of our angle.
Good. So then the next thing, the third thing that we're gonna do is that we're going to take the compass and we're gonna place the compass on the vertex at M, and we're gonna adjust it to a length less than the length of the ray. Okay. Of any length. Yeah, of any length. I mean, you don't want to overdo it, right? But of any length. All right. Okay, good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a compass. All right. And we're gonna take the compass and we're gonna put the compass to, I would say, a little less than 5. Sorry, say 5. A little less than half of the original line. All right. So place the tip of the compass on point M and set its width to any measure less than the length of the ray. I wouldn't say any measure less than the ray. I would say to set its width to about 40%. 40%. Well, let's say to a little less than half of the length of the ray. Okay, that's what I do. So what I do is I'm going to place the tip of the compass on M, and I'm gonna set the width of my, compass to a little less than half the length of the ray. So not gonna be all the way, it's gonna be a little less than half the width of the ray, to a little less than half the length of the ray. Okay, good night. All right, good night. So let's go here. Empress, read the first 3 steps. That's Empress.
Steps for construction a 60-degree angle. Number 1, mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this point as M. Number 2, draw a ray MN extending in any direction and of any length. This will be one of the arms of our angle. 3, place the tip of the compass on the point M and set its width to a little less than half of the length of the ray.
Very good. Good. So what we're gonna do, the first thing, we're going to take our point. We're gonna draw the vertex, call this M, right? Then we're gonna take the vertex, and from the vertex, we're going to draw a line to the right. We're gonna draw a line to the right. This would be our ray. Our ray is MN. Then we're gonna take our compass, and we're gonna put the tip of our compass at the point M. Then we're gonna open the compass to a little less than half the length of the ray. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
So the letters could be any letter.
The letters could be any letter, yes.
For simple instructions, it could be A or B.
It could be A or B, yes. It could be A or B, right? It could be AB, it could be MN, it could be NQ, whatever. Go ahead, Trayvon. Not Trayvon, Valea Miller. Where's Valea Miller? Valea Miller, can you hear me? Valea Miller. How do I pronounce her name right? Valea Miller, can you hear me? Where's Valea Miller? I always seen Valea, but I've never could hear her. Where's Valea? Valea, can you hear me? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, and Trayvon, where's Trayvon? Trayvon, Cambridge? Trayvon, read the 3 steps, please, for our constructing a 60-degree angle.
Mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this point as M. Draw a ray MN extending in any direction of any length. This will be one of the arms of our angle. Place the tip of the compass on the point M and set its width to a little less than half of the length of the ray.
Very good. All right. Where is Precious? Precious, are you there? Where's Precious? Where's Precious? Precious, can you hear me? Can't hear from Precious.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Can you hear me? And Alea? There's Alea.
Yes, sir.
Have you drawn this already? The words and the drawings?
Yes, sir.
How many persons are finished with the words and the drawings so far?
Not me.
How many
I
persons are
need to
finished?
finish the drawing.
I am not either.
All right, if you're finished, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. So far, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then we can move on from that. We can continue with this. Okay, do you all understand the steps so far? Do you all understand the steps so far? Let me know, please, if you all understand the steps so far.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, do you
my favorite topic.
is one of your favorite topics, Crimson?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I would not expect that. So
Yeah, man.
so
Just the class.
okay. Anyone have any questions on the first three steps? Let me know, please, if you have any questions on the first three steps.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Genesis, you just reached. You literally just reached.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I was reading and trying to see if I understand. So when you put the compass at the bottom on the third picture, you're supposed to like mark it or something,
Yeah,
and
that'll
that's
be.
less than half mark.
Yeah, we're not finished. It's just the first 3 points. We just extend it first.
All wrong, Genesis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Good. All right. So, have you all sent in your work already? Take a picture of it, of the first slide, and send it to me, please. Take a picture of this, of your first work, and send it to me. Then we can move on to the rest of the steps. But for now, Laura, Genesis Anna, Genesis Reading, and the rest of you who do not understand, the first thing that we do is we put this point. We label the point M. Okay, we label the point M. Okay. Then we go and we get a ruler and we draw a line to form a ray. We call this point M and we call the side N. So now we have constructed the ray MN. Okay. Then what we do is we get our compass. We got our compass. We put the tip of the compass at point M and we open it such that the part of the compass that is attached to the pencil is about, let's say, a little less than the half of this ray, which means that it's about 40% of the way. All right. And so not really 40%, let's say 45%. Right? It's just a little less than half of the length of the ray. And we extend this compass here. Okay, and that's all we do for the first three steps. Okay, do you all understand that, or I need to explain it again? Let me know if you all understand that.
I get it.
Explain this one more time.
Please explain one more time.
Mr.
Okay.
Petit, this is on a blank white paper, or we're using the graph paper?
No, you're not using a graph paper. You don't need a graph paper for this. All right.
A blank white paper?
No, you just use your book. Where is where's D'Angelo? D'Angelo, can you hear me? Where's D'Angelo?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Sir.
Do you have any questions on this?
Yes, sir.
Explain on the first three steps for me. What did I do? Go ahead, D'Angelo, explain the first three steps. Do you understand it, D'Angelo?
No.
I can't hear you. You have to speak into the mic.
No, sir.
You said no?
No.
So you want me to explain it again?
No.
Okay. So what I have to do is, the first thing I'm going to do, D'Angelo, is I'm going to take this point M, right? I'm going to draw a dot. That's the first thing I do. You understand that? I'm going to call it M. Does that make sense? D'Angelo?
Yes, sir.
Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this point and I'm going to draw a line to extend it. I'm going to draw a line to extend it to the right. Then I'm going to call that ray MN. And then I'm going to take my compass, right? Put the compass point at M and I'm going to open it wide such that it is a little less than half the length of the ray. Okay? Does that make sense? D'Angelo. D'Angelo, does that make sense?
No.
You have to speak into the mic. I could barely hear you. What happened to your mic?
Yes, sir.
Speak into the mic, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, read the first three steps.
Mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this point as M. Draw a ray MN extending in any direction and of any line. This will be one of the arms of our angle. Place the tip of the compass on the point M and set its width to a little less than half of the length of the ray.
Good. So D'Angelo, you have to come to class consistently. You can't just come one day and then don't come the next day. You understand me? Speak into the mic, please. You understand me?
So,
All right. Do you have this written down in your book, D'Angelo?
finishing number 3.
Okay. Take a screenshot of it because we have to move on. The rest of you, are we done with this first slide? Can we move on?
Almost.
Yes, sir.
Can we move on to the next slide, people?
Yes, sir.
I mean, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. So this is just the first 3 steps. So all we do is we're gonna draw a vertex, call it M. We're gonna take a line and extend it to the right of the vertex, forming a ray. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our compass, the tip of our compass, we're gonna put the point at M. We're gonna open up the compass to about 45% of the way, or a little less than half of the compass length. All right. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to just extend it. All right. And so that's what we do. All right. I think that's it. Okay, next. Let's go ahead and go to this to the last. Remember, we are trying. What are we trying to construct? What are we trying to construct? What are you trying to make?
A 60-degree angle.
A 60-degree angle. A 60-degree angle. When I was about your age, and I learned that we could make a 60-degree angle, I was like, whoa, how is that even possible? I was blown away. I didn't even know that was even possible. So, and to see that it works every single time amazed me to the core. So hopefully you also understand what we're doing. And it also impacts you in a good way as well. But when I was doing this, I was completely blown away. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. This is gonna be the 4th one. So the 4th step says, with the tip of the compass still on M, draw an arc so as to cut the ray MN at some point. Let us call this point P. Okay, let us call this point P. So that's what we're gonna do. So what we have here is we have remember our so I could do this right now. Remember our remember how we open up the compass, right? We open up the compass to a little less than half the length of the ray. Then we draw an arc. Draw an arc, right? We draw an arc, right? Like this. And where that arc crosses the ray MN, we call that P. You all understand what's happening here? You all understand what's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You all understand what's happening? So what we have here is we have the ray MN and we draw an arc using the compass. Okay. Now, if you do not have a compass, how many persons actually have a compass that they actually could use in your geometry set?
I do. I have one.
They ghost my geometry set, yeah.
All right. How many persons actually have a compass, geometry set, protractor, stuff like that they could use?
I do.
Okay.
I don't have one.
I do.
Okay. If you do not, how many persons do not have a geometry set that they could? How many persons do not have it?
I don't have one.
I do.
Do not. Okay, if you do not have it, then just draw the images to the best of your ability. Okay, so that when you get an actual geometry set, you would know how to do it. Okay. So Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're going to, after we already draw the line seg, after we already draw the ray MN, which means that our vertex is point M, and we extend a line to the right of the vertex M, and we call that N. Then we open up our compass to a little less than 50% of the way, to a little less than half of the way, and we draw an arc. This arc is going to cut or intersect our ray, and the point at which this curve or this arc crosses or intersects the ray, we call that point. What do we call that point? We call that what? We call that point P. We call that point P. Call that point P. All right. So go ahead. What's the name? Trayvon Monka, and read the fourth step. Go ahead, Trayvon. Trayvon Monka. I can't hear from Trayvon. Torika, where's Torika? Torika, can you hear me? Torika, can you hear me? I can't hear from Trayvon and Torika. Tavari Musgrove, can you hear me? Tavari. Tavari, can you hear me? I don't know, I can't hear from Tavari. Tania? Tania, can
I
you
think he's away from his device.
Okay. Where's Tania? And Tayden, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read the fourth step.
With the tip of the compass still on M, draw an arc so as to cut the ray MN at some point. Let us call this point P.
Very good. And Shaved Harris, read the fourth one.
With the tip of the compass still on M, draw an arc so as to cut the ray MN at some point. Let us call this point P.
Very good. Let us call this point P. Good. All right. So that's what we have. So let's do the fifth point. Someone say their screen is let's go on to the fifth point. All right, so for the fifth point, we're going to keep the compass point unchanged. So we're not gonna change the width of the compass. Okay, we're not gonna change the width of the
I
compass.
sent you something in chat.
Durante? That's Durante?
Aiden Deal.
Aiden Deal? Aiden Deal. Aiden Deal. You mean that question?
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Please.
No. Savannah, read the fifth point, please.
Keeping the width unchanged, place the tip of the compass on the point P and draw another arc, cutting the arc drawn in the previous step at some point. Let us call this point Q.
Very good. And Sasha, you can read the fifth point.
Yes, sir. Keeping the weight unchanged, place the tip of the compass on the point P and draw another arc, cutting the arc drawn in the previous step at some point. Let us call this point Q.
Very good. So what do we do in this step? So in this step, what we do is we already have the line, the ray drawn. We already have an arc which intersects or which cuts the ray, right? Now what we're gonna do is we're going to we're gonna start at this point P. We do not change the compass line. Please, whatever you do not change the compass width or do not change the compass length. Leave it the same, right? All you're gonna do is take the tip of your compass, place it at P, and draw an arc which intersects with the first curve with the first arc. The point at which they intersect, we're gonna call that point what? What are we gonna call that point? Point what? We're gonna call that point Q.
Point Q.
Point Q.
Q.
Very good. So at this particular point, this is P. We're gonna draw an arc. This arc is going to intersect with P, right? And the point at which they intersect, we call that point Q. Okay. Do you all understand that fifth step? Let me know, please, if you all understand that fifth step.
Yes, sir.
Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you all
Say
understand
it
that.
one more time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The class, do you all understand this point? This
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
that's only like 2 people. The rest of you, do you all understand this fifth point? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who needs me to explain it again? Who need me to explain it again for them?
You could explain it one more time.
Okay. So what I did was we already had our ray MN drawn from like the second step. We already had this arc drawn, the same one there. We already had that drawn, which intersects our ray at point P. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this compass, we're gonna take the tip of the compass and place it at P. Okay, right there. And then we're gonna draw an arc, right? That cuts this curve or that cuts this arc, the first arc that was drawn. And the point at which it cuts the arc, we call that point what? Point what?
Q.
Point Q. Very good. And
Q.
that is the fifth step. That's the fifth step. Go ahead. Is Tania?
Mr.
Tania.
Petit.
1 second. Tania, can you hear me? There's Tania. Tania, can you hear me? And Tavari Mastrove, can you hear me? Tavari?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, I was calling you earlier, but you're not responding. Read the fifth. Read the fifth point.
Okay. Keeping the white.
Wait, it's not
keeping
okay.
The white.
It's not okay. It's either yes or no, sir.
No, yes, sir. I know. Keeping the white unchanged.
The width
place
unchanged.
the
The
tip.
width unchanged.
Okay, keeping the width unchanged. Place the tip of the compass on the point P and draw another arc, cutting the arc drawn in the previous step at some point. Let us call this point Q.
Very good. And someone have a question?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it any like specifics to how wide we open in the compass to make those arch?
Remember, we keep the arcs unchanged. So remember
okay.
Yeah, from here, from you already do about 40%, 45% of the line. From you already did that, then you just keep it. All right, you don't change it. You do not change it. All right, next. It's just going to be the.
Can you go back to the previous?
No, I can't. I can't go back. I can't
You
go
ain't
back.
have to move no more.
All right. Okay, next. We're moving on to the 6th step. Okay. All in all, this thing have 20 steps. I'm just kidding. 20 years.
I was just thinking, what man?
I'm just kidding. We only have like 7 steps. That's all. All right, so let's do the 6 and 7. Let's do the 6th step, right? So the 6th step is connect the points M and Q with a straight line and extend it to form the ray ML. Okay, that is the sixth step. So basically, what you're gonna do after you already draw this point of intersection, the point at which the two curves intersect, after you already did that, okay? You're just gonna take your ruler, so use a ruler. So you take your ruler and you start at point M and you extend that all the way. It has to cut Q, extend it all the way to L. Okay, and so you extend it outward. And this is the line ML. Okay. All right. So all we're doing in the sixth step is we are taking our ruler and starting from M, point M, we're going to extend it all the way such that this line that is drawn cuts the point of intersection between the two arcs that was previously drawn in the middle. Okay, so notice that I cut it. Notice that I cut it in the middle. Okay. Question, does your stuff look like mine's or better, worse?
It looks better.
It looks the same.
Look the same.
I can't see. I have no idea.
It looks nice. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you describe your graph, your drawing?
I didn't stop.
9.
9?
Good as always.
0?
Definitely a
Come on.
10.
Definitely
I
a
have to do
10?
mine after because I don't have enough space
Okay.
with my writing.
Anyone would say a 10?
10, automatic.
Yeah, 10.
10. 100% recommend.
Oh boy. Crimson, I noticed now that these days you have a lot of swagger. What's up with that?
Oh.
All right. All right, you and your swagger, read point 6. No mistakes.
Connect the points M and Q with a straight line and extend it to form array ML.
Very good. You never say the L like that though. Like,
Okay.
all right. So we're going to do the 7th point, 7th and final point. 7th and final point. So with the 7th point, all we need to do y'all know the difference between a protractor and a compass?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I get mixed up sometimes.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna draw an image. You're gonna tell me if this is a protractor or a compass, okay? So this what we can do is we can settle this in the chat. This is going to be, put C in the chat if you think it's a compass, put M if you think, sorry, C if it's a compass, and P if it's a protractor. So this thing I'm drawing, do not say it out loud. M if it's, sorry, P if it's a protractor, C if it's a compass. Okay, this thing right there that I'm drawing. What is this thing? Okay, what do we call this? Put P if it's a protractor, put C if it's a compass. Okay, let me see inside the chat. Oh, okay, I'm seeing a lot of C's. Okay, a lot of C's. A lot of C's.
Huh?
All right. All right. All the people who say C, let me hear you. All the people who say C, let me hear you.
Me.
C.
Me.
Okay.
The
Okay.
paper C.
Okay. Good. Excellent. All the people who say P, let me hear you. P.
Me.
Me.
All right. So if is it C or P?
Protractor.
It's a protractor.
It's a protractor.
No, but people saying it's C. So is it C or P?
And they're wrong.
It's
wrong.
protractor. Protractor.
Oh boy.
Put my answer in the chat now.
Alara, drum roll, please. Very good. The correct answer is definitely a protractor. This is a protractor.
I didn't get it right the second time.
I knew it.
Protractor. By the way, how do we spell?
Petite, man, you scare me.
How do we spell protractor?
PROT.
TRACTOR.
Good. So why do I see someone spell protractor like this? P A.
Hello. Why you
Can't say that.
That's a joke.
cannot
If I were you, I would
You gave
hide.
yourself away. He didn't call no name.
If I were you, I would
I was
hide.
just gonna say that.
Oh, I ain't do that. I ain't do that. Never mind.
Protractor.
You know, I might be the only one who actually said protractor.
Protractor. So, who's the first person to say protractor? Let me see.
Me.
Might be me, I ain't gonna lie.
The first
I'm not
person.
gonna lie, it's not gonna be
What's
me.
Sasha name?
Me.
All right, let's do top three. Let's do top three. Top three is
You know they lying.
Kino, Tavana,
Me.
and Mark. And Mark.
Mr. Petit, I think
Boy.
you start from the wrong direction. You should start.
I
Nah,
start from
nah,
the
do top
top.
five. Nah, do top five.
I start
Do
no
top.
top
You-
five.
You have
Do
the
top
wrong
five.
direction.
Okay, and the,
He's going from bottom to top.
all right, and the
Top
first
10.
person to say compass was Tayden.
my answer because I thought it was.
I'll be very
first.
ashamed.
All right.
No.
Okay. Next, what is okay? That's a protractor. What is the compass? So the compass, and the crazy thing about it, I've been saying this all class. The compass is this thing here. That's the compass. Okay. So go ahead, Tayden, read number 7.
Measure the angle MLMN using a protractor. It should be measured 60 degrees. If not, then try the steps again.
Very good. Okay. So what we gonna do? So let me start from the beginning for those persons who didn't know. The first thing we do is we draw our point, our vertex. We call that M. We draw a line to form a ray, MN. We put our compass at this particular point, M. We open it. Do we open it all the way wide, or do we open it to like a little less than half?
Less than half.
A little less than half. Then we are going to draw a what? A curve. Okay, so we're going to draw a curve. This curve is going to cut the ray. Okay.
Okay.
This curve is going to cut the ray at MN. This curve is going to cut the ray, MN, at point P. Okay. And then what's going to happen is we're going to go to this, keep the width of the protractor unchanged. We're going to go to P, and then we're going to draw another arc, okay, at Q. Then we're going to draw a line from M to L, and it forms like this. Okay, does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Do we understand this? Let me know, or no, you don't understand it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Yes. So,
I understand.
Okay. Who do not understand this? Who do not understand this? Let me know, please, if you do not understand.
I don't.
Alea, you don't understand this?
Whatever happening on this screen, my witchamajig don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it. Okay, so we're gonna. Do you have a comp? You have like the geometry set?
I have parts of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Anyone else do not understand how we got this? Let me know, please, if you don't understand this.
Who don't understand?
Do not understand? This should be the easiest class. The reason why this should be the easiest class is because there's no division, there's no multiplication, there's no simultaneous equation, there's no quadratic graph. All it is using your compass, geometry set, stuff like that. So there's no arithmetic. So you all should excel with this, right?
See, right, I'm understanding it, but when I use my device, when I use my protractor and stuff, it does not look.
It doesn't look like mine, right? Okay.
No, it does not.
So I'm going to explain it again. All right. So I want you all to, for those of you who do not have, you know what? If you do not have a geometry set, what should you do? Okay, if you do not have a geometry set, I am going to put a link in the chat whereby you could do it online. I'm going to show you all how to do it online. There's a way you could do it online, and they could look just like mine. So who wants to do it online? Like to do the
I do.
and do it
I
online?
do it almost when I catch the person who steal my geometry set. Oh
Okay.
Lord.
Okay. So we're gonna do it online. You're gonna love them and you're going to turn the other cheek. So you're gonna do. All right. So take a picture of your work. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Please do that for me. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. And then I'm gonna show you all how to do it online. Now, when you do it online, I want you to take a screenshot of it and send it to me so I could see it, to see if y'all do it just as good as me, or better, because your own might be better. I doubt it.
Like how?
Hmm?
Online, like how? Like I don't know.
Online, like how? I'm gonna show you. I'm Cleveland. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna show you it. All right. So we're gonna do it
Excuse me,
online.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
The pencil's supposed to be a little bit further down than the pointy piece, right?
Okay, so that's a good point. It should be a little less. Just a little less. Just a little less. Where is D'Angelo? D'Angelo, can you hear me? Where's D'Angelo?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your work as yet?
Sorry, writing it down.
Which number you on?
Number 6.
Number what?
6.
So what you need to do is you need to take a picture, take the picture and send it to your mother and she'll send it to me. All right?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right, good. All right, so let's move on. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna put the link inside the chat and we're gonna do it online. I'm gonna show you how to do it. When I learned about the software, it's life-changing, truly. And the good thing about it is it's free. There's a paid version, but you know.
I like the free things.
there is a paid version. There is a paid version, but we don't need that for our purposes. So let me post. I'm gonna post it inside the chat so that you all could use it. It's called matspad.co.uk. So apparently this is, someone says, where's the link? I haven't posted the link yet. All right. All right, so you all should have the link. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you all, and we're gonna learn how to do it online. If you do not if you have a geometry set, you could do it in like actually. That'll be good. Okay. All right, so this is the thing. If you reach on the site, please put started. If you reach on the start on
Mr.
the
Petit,
site.
down, get the link.
Going on the link. The link
All
is
of us could do it?
Yeah, anyone can do it. Yeah. Once you reach on the site, press started. I say press started. Type started. All right. Once you've already reached on the site, I'm gonna repost the link. Okay. So all of us could do it together. So once you've already reached on the site, put start. How many persons are on the site? Does it look like how mine is so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So remember, our goal is to construct a 60-degree angle. So what we're gonna do? I'm going to go to the. Remember, what's the first thing we're gonna do? We have to draw a what?
Ray.
So I'm gonna get a ruler. So grab the ruler. All right. Do y'all have our ruler? Do we have our ruler?
Yes, sir.
You can wiggle it around, wiggle the ruler around, just so you get a sense of how to maneuver it. Like you could play with it. Okay. Who else is playing with their ruler? Got it? Now,
I'm playing with my ruler.
good. Now, what we're gonna do after that is we're gonna go to get a pencil right now. So get your pencil. and then come here, and you're gonna start here. Let's do it to 8 centimeters. Let's do it to 8 centimeters. So I'm gonna draw a line to 8 centimeters right here. Okay. We're gonna draw a line to 8 centimeters. And then after I do that, I'm going to bubble this in, make this a point. And then I'm going to do my arrows like that. I'm gonna call this what? I'm gonna call that M, right? And I'm gonna call this what? N. All right, question. How many persons have their line, their ray? Let me know if you have your ray, please. If you have your ray
I
on.
do.
I have it.
Yes, sir.
You have it looking like mine or better? Or worse?
Ours look little good.
That's good?
Definitely not better.
Okay.
Mine look like it needs help.
You need help? All right. Who all is doing it online? Let me have a person who actually doing it online on the software. That'd be pretty cool.
Mine's look way better. Yeah.
Way better? Wow. Wow. All right, what's the next step? What's the next step? We're gonna get what? What's the next step? We have to do what?
Use the compass.
We're gonna use our compass.
So
We're
you
gonna
have
use.
to put a little bit less than half.
Very good. So we're gonna get our compass. So get your compass. Get your compass. Get your compass. Who all have their compass? Let me know if you have your compass. Let me know if you have your compass.
I do.
Okay, I'm only in for like 3 persons.
Excuse
Rest
me,
is up.
Mr. Petit.
Do we have our compass? Let me know.
I do.
Good.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Mark.
Are you supposed to erase if you make a mistake?
How are you supposed to erase if you make a mistake? This backspace thingy.
Okay.
Use this. All right.
I'm trying to move my compass, but every time I do it scribbles.
No, you look where I'm moving it. I'm moving from this side. Yeah, move from this side. All right.
Thank you.
Good. So I'm gonna take this compass and I'm gonna put it right here, right? Okay. And then I'm going to open it up. Will I put it all the way here? Is this a good place?
No,
Is this a good place?
No, sir.
Okay, is this a good place?
Little
A little less, right? So like about here.
Yes.
Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lock it. Okay, so I'm gonna lock it. Boom. The reason why I'm locking it is because I don't want it to change. Okay, I don't want it to change. And so
How do I log in real life?
it just how do I lock it in real life?
You know, they trust your skills with that
I
one.
was on mute.
So how do I lock it in real life? Your compass automatically, once you don't move it, it'll stay in position. All right. So that's how you just don't adjust it in real life. Okay. And for those persons whose compass are loose, you have to ask your daddy or your uncle or someone who know how to do it to screw it tight for you, so it wouldn't be easy to maneuver out of place. All right.
You could start all over place because I do the thing right, but it didn't have the dot, it didn't have the arrow.
You have the dotted arrow. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. All right, then we're gonna draw a curve. So I'm gonna move it, boom, and like that. Good. It's my curve. How many persons have their curve? Let me know, please, if you have your curve.
I have my curve.
You know. Good. There's only like 2 persons who have their curve. Anyone else have their curve? Let me know,
My
please.
compass is not right. I have my curve.
I'm trying to draw it now.
Trying to draw.
I don't look like that though. Mine isn't writing like when I drag it. What are you holding it by?
I'm holding it by this. I'm holding it by the top. Hold it by the top to do it like this. How many persons have their curve? Let me know, please, if you have your curve.
I have it.
Okay.
I see what happens if you don't lock it.
Say it again.
I see what happens if you don't lock it.
If you don't lock it, in this case, it still will work. Like it automatically locks itself. But just once you don't change it, it'll still stay. That same thing in real life. If you don't change it, it'll stay. But we lock it so as if we miss and move it, it would still be in the same position. All right, so they say call this point what? Call this point what?
Oh.
We call this what? Call this point P. Very good. And then we go here and we go what? Here, right there. Then we're gonna draw another arc. Oopsies. Oh, great. That was perfect. We draw another arc right here. Right there.
Oh, else.
We draw this arc. Okay. And what do we call this arc? We're gonna call this what? The point of intersection, we call that what? Call that
Q.
Q. Yeah, Q. All right. How many persons have this intersection point? Let me know, please.
I have it.
I have it.
Of that.
Hey,
Right.
pencil ain't working on it. How you use the pencil to draw the arc?
Draw the arc. You have to
Yeah.
actually, you see where I have it.
Yes, I see it up there.
Yeah, up there. Yeah, that's how you draw it. Okay. Y'all don't look like mines. Better or worse?
Better.
Or just as, yeah, right, Crimson.
Mr. Petit, how to turn it around?
How do you? Yeah, how do you turn it around?
How do I-
Mine's moving by itself.
That's it. How do I get it around?
Mr. Petit, mine's moving by itself.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's what you do. You see how I holding it?
Right.
Okay. That's how you move it this way. But if you want to actually turn it, okay, what you do is sorry.
Oh.
Kind of funny. You have to adjust it. So just do not hold it by this part, or else it'll
Right.
start drawing. So just move it like this, so it'll move in position. So move it by the legs or the arms.
Right.
Yeah. So like this. Okay. Good. Next. What we gonna do now?
See,
Go ahead, Shanair.
if we already draw this, we have to draw it again.
You did it in your book?
Yeah, so the first time.
The first time? And
Mr.
how did it
Petit.
look?
It came out right. It
You're perfect?
60 degrees.
It measures 60 degrees?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you know how to do it.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
So I can restart this?
Yes, you can restart it. Just press refresh.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get our ruler. Boom. And then we're gonna do what? We're going to take the ruler, measure it out. Look how I'm changing and adjusting everything. Okay. Boom.
Good night, Mr. Petit. I just joining class.
Good night. Who's that speaking?
Malia.
Miley. Okay. No problem. We're gonna go over it again anyway. All right. So this is going to be like this, and like this, and like that. So I'm trying to measure it out so that it will.
Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Go ahead.
How are you writing this? Like I trying to write it, but I actually can't.
Who's that speaking?
Like science. How you write the line?
How am I writing the lines? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
when I go on the, do you have this pencil thing? You have to go click on the pencil thing. And then
Yes, sir.
And then once you go on the ruler, it'll automatically draw. It'll automatically draw on it. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
So what we have here is, I wanna make sure this is perfect. So let's do it like this. And
Mr. Petit, how you do yours horizontally?
I just move it by the, you see, by here. Just move it like that. And like this. So you move it by that, just tilt it. All right, and so we move it like this and like that. Okay, so I'm going to, now that we have that like that, I'm just gonna draw a line. All right, now I'm gonna draw the line from here to here. So it's going to be, something tells me that there's a little bit less than that. Okay, this should work right now. Good, so we have this. Boom, voila. And then we call this Q, and now I'm just gonna measure it. It should measure how many degrees? It should measure how many degrees?
God, that scared me. I should have died.
It should measure how many degrees?
60, right?
60. So I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna let you all tell me how much does this measure. Hopefully it works. What is the measurement of this? So this is 0, this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and what is this?
60.
60 degrees. So I'm not biased. Mine is actually 60 degrees. Okay. All right, Crimson.
Yes, sir.
Is yours 60 degrees?
You know it, of course.
My up is
All right, so this is MPQ. And this is how we construct a 60-degree angle. How did y'all come out? How did it come out?
The exact same way you did yours.
The exact same way. Take a picture. I want to see it. I want to see it. Take a screenshot of your own. Or if you did it in your book, I want to see it. I want to see your own. Especially. Go ahead.
But did you show you and see this online?
I want to see it. Yes.
I think
I don't think you want to see it.
Be
I
shy,
want to see it. I want to see it.
I think I made mine too small. Can you?
Can you what?
I'm too small, I think.
Maya Leah. Where's my? No, not Maya Leah. Malia.
Yes, sir.
Your line is not exactly at the point of intersection. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What did you do first? Did you do the 60-degree first, or did you do the arc first?
I was waiting for you to finish because I didn't understand what we was doing.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me see how y'all want to look on the computer. Cleveland. That's Cleveland. Cleveland, where are you, Cleveland?
I didn't have to write my name,
You shine, man. Your stuff is nice. You surprised me there. Okay. All right. I want to see the rest of you who did it online. I only saw like 2 people from online.
I'm still finishing mine. I'm trying to do mine in real life too.
Okay. Say in real life. Very good, Anaya Butler. Very good. Pretty good.
Mr. D, you still have to explain it over for me though.
Very good. Let me see waterfall. Okay, waterfall. Very good. Very good waterfall. Antoine, I will explain it over. Let me see. And lavender. Lavender. There's lavender.
Yeah.
Wow. Lavender. Why all these scratches on this thing?
I don't know.
You have to the next time we do it. Mine's is still the best, Crimson. I haven't seen yours.
I sent it off with my mom's phone tonight.
Crimson. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Petit.
Crimson, you didn't do this online.
I was supposed to do it online?
You didn't have to.
Now I want to redo it online to show you that mine's better.
Crimson. Your stuff don't even intersect properly.
Evidence? Proof?
Crimson, your stuff hasn't even intersect properly. Let me share my screen.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you see how if you look at mine's, you see how this line cuts directly in the middle? Like look at your graph. It needs to cut directly in the middle. Like your line is not like it needs to go over some more. All right, Crimson?
There's no way that you just zoomed in just to see that. There's no way.
It's the truth. Otherwise, it's not gonna be 60 degree.
Please don't bully me. Okay, I just fixed it. And it is indeed 60 degrees. Believe.
And then your thingy, your arc is double lines, no double lines. Crimson, this is not perfection. I need to do this again.
Wow. Okay. I'm just jealous. Okay.
Man.
I know, right? All right. Who else want to get disintegrated?
Alright, cool. Mr. Petit, I can set my record right now.
All right, let's do it again. This time we're gonna call it we're gonna label it ABC. All right. So let's do it one more time. All right. For those of you who do not know how to do it, we're going to redo it. So this is going to be opportunity to do it again, whether you're doing it online or whether you're doing it, with the actual ruler and protractor and stuff like that. All right, are y'all ready for the second one? Let me know, please, if you're ready for the second one. We're gonna call it ABC. I mean ABC.
Yes, sir.
So, so let me put on the heading.
Mr. Petit, that's on your
No, I
mind.
was writing.
So I'm gonna say construct.
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
I just sent you mine.
Let me see. Oh wow, a lot of lines here. Okay, very good. Nakaria, just the other lines you need to erase. Construct angle, construct angle ABC. Let's say construct a 60-degree angle. Construct a 60-degree angle. Label it angle ABC. Okay. Good. So that's our angle we have to make. I'm gonna erase all this. We're gonna do it again. All right, so I want us on a blank screen. How many persons are doing it in their books? How many persons are doing it in their books? Let me know, please.
But it's something I can try it
Because I
online.
can't do it online.
Crimson. Crimson, who else?
Me.
I do it
I
again.
am.
Shamaya.
Me.
Shamaya.
Me.
No, Crimson, do it in your book. Do it in your book. If you could do it in the book, do it in your book.
Okay.
All right. The online is mainly for persons who do not have their materials.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Good.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
I'm online is only for the persons who don't have the geometry set.
Yes, who do not have a geometry set, yes.
Back to the drawing board.
I know, right? All right. Well, how many persons are doing it in their book? Let me see how many persons are doing it in their book. You were off.
Me.
Okay, good.
Me.
Good. How many persons
I'm
are
gonna put it in my book.
how many persons are doing it online? Online with the
Me.
okay.
Me.
Who need the website for the online platform? Empress, if you're using your phone, it's gonna be virtually impossible to do this online. All right. So if you're using your phone, don't worry about doing this online.
No way.
You sure about that, Mr. Petit?
Yes. How could you do it? How could you do it with your phone?
I mean, I did it on my phone. I
On
made
your
it possible.
with your phone?
It's impossible. It's impossible. Don't mind.
I just can't see. That's how much
Wow.
money.
Wow.
Legends can play
How did you do
games
it?
on phone, and now you're saying you can't do it on phone. On the all right.
Phone is virtually impossible.
Nah, bad.
If they have a big phone, yeah.
Yeah, if they have
but
a big
the
phone.
That's
I
why.
just used the phone.
Just use a phone. If you use a phone, you're a pro. All right. So all right, or just use your
Mr. Petit just get down like that today, bro.
or if you or you just use your laptop, or you could use your what they call it now, your book. Okay. Empress, you're so evil. 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 All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our ruler out. Ruler. Okay. Then we're gonna draw a line segment or ray. Okay. Put this right there. I'm gonna do this to 10. Make it long. Yeah, let's do 10. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to watch me now. I'm going to draw a point. Okay. This point is huge. It should not be this big. Let me do it again. If I made a mistake, look how I'm going to erase. I'm going to erase with this, with the same, reversal button. And so I'm going to draw this point just like this. Good. Pretty decent point. I'm going to call this what?
A.
A. Very good. I'm going to call this. I don't like how the A look. Let's do another A.
Mr. Petit, you can slow down, please.
Slow down. I'm going as slow as I possibly can. Which part are you on?
I'm trying to do it as you talk.
Okay. So you have the point. You have the point and the ray. Let me know. I said angle ABC, so this is
Yes.
going to be what? C. Okay. All right. How many persons have their ray? Let me know if you all have your ray, please. If you have your ray, let me know. Let me know.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
How many persons have their ray already? That's only like 3 people.
I do.
Very good. Good.
Mr. T,
Go ahead.
ain't the line supposed to be BC because like when the letter in the middle, that means like that's where the vertex is start.
Yeah, so the vertex is B. You're actually right, Shania. She's right. So it's gonna be, let me erase this. Because the vertex is B, so yeah, she's right. B. That's a very good point. So it's BC, not AC. So that's that. BC. So okay. So change it to BC, not AC. Probably throw a lot of y'all off. So let me start again. Just so we can be on the same page. This is gonna be, we're gonna draw.
Fact that I go on using a ruler to write the A perfectly.
I know, right? All right, so we're gonna do this all the way to 10. This is gonna be an arrow. Boom. Boom. We're gonna call this C. We're gonna draw a point. Okay, and we're gonna call this B. Good. So we have BC. Now what we're gonna do at this point, get it? Point. What we're gonna do is we're going to get our compass. Are we gonna put the compass? We're gonna lock. We're gonna not lock it yet. Are we gonna put the compass here? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No. Are we gonna put it here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Are we gonna put it here?
Yes, sir.
No, a little less right here, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna lock it and we're gonna draw a line. Sorry, a curve. A curve.
Arc.
Or an arc. Very good. Now, we do not, in real life, in your exam, you do not have to label this point. You don't have to label this point.
Label it out.
You just leave it. Okay, you don't have to label it. We just label it for like the first time teaching you it, but you don't have to label it in real life. All right, you just leave it. So we have say it again. Good. After we done that, then I'm going to go to the same point right here, the same point, and I'm going to draw what? Draw an arc. How many persons already finished with their stuff anyway, by the way?
Mr. Petit, you can send it again, please.
Okay. What, the link? The link?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Let me send the link again. The link is for people who are doing it online. And then, okay, good. Then after that, we're going to do what? Get a ruler. Of this. Get a ruler. 1 second, class. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to do this here, put this here, and this double pump pump.
Mr. Petit, how you get the ruler to do like that?
I got the ruler to slant. Okay, so all you need to do, I go into the ends of it. See, if you go to the ends, it could slant. So if you go like that, it'll slant. Okay, so we gotta go to our ruler. We're gonna curve it, and like that, and like this, and like that, and good. We do it one more time. This is gonna be this from here to here. There we go. And so this is B. This is what? That point is C. This is gonna be what? A. Yeah, point A. And there you have it, folks. We have the angle ABC. What is the measurement of this angle? What's the measurement of this angle? What is
60 degrees.
60 degrees. But let's check. We have to verify, right? We can't just say it's 60 degrees. We have to verify. So if we go here, we have to verify that it's 60 degrees.
So that's right.
We have to verify first. So this is what? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. 60 degrees. How many persons came up to exactly 60 when you measured it? Let me know if y'all the one came to 60 degrees.
Mine did.
Okay.
Mine did.
Say your name and instead of just saying mine, say your name so you can know who's speaking.
Thompson. Mine did.
Okay, Laura.
Leo.
Okay, good.
Jada.
Very good.
Macaria.
Jada. Macaria. Excellent. All right. This is how you construct a 60-degree angle, ABC. Do y'all understand this or no? Let me know if y'all understand this, please.
Yes, sir.
Let me know
And
if you
what's the
understand.
placement of the ruler again?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Understand.
Okay. Someone asked a question.
Yes, sir. Where was the placement of the ruler again?
By the way, put I inside the chat if you understand. Put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand.
Mr.
But
Petit,
put
you right, bro.
Thank you.
I can't do it on the phone.
Put I if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. Again, put I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. Put N if you do not understand. Question. Do y'all prefer geometry or do y'all prefer what's the last topic we did?
Geometry.
Geometry.
Wow. Wow, I didn't even say the last.
Perfect.
The last topic was what time? No, the last topic was line graphs. Just graphing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love this very
Yeah, graphing. Graphing was difficult too. I hate it. I don't like teaching graphing. Graphing is so annoying.
Unpopular opinion, but geometry is the best math topic.
Once you get the hang of it, it's fun. It's just that geometry is like, it's just you have to be so correct. All right.
Mafuda, not gonna lie, I have to agree with you with that one.
You have to be so precise, yeah. All right. Do y'all understand this though? Let me know if y'all understand how to construct it. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's only
Yes, sir.
Crimson
Yes, sir.
and Joel. Anyone else understand how to construct this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I understand. I
Can't
did
do
the
it,
line.
but I can't understand it.
You understand? So the key here is what? Practice. For those of you who do not understand or who have an hard time, the key here is practice. So we get some reps in. Okay. Get some reps in so you could be
Mr. Petit,
good. Yes, go ahead.
does the length of the ray determine, like, affect the
No,
angle?
no, no, no. It doesn't. It
Because
doesn't.
at first mine was like a little under 60 and I had to like extend my compass out more to get the 60.
Yes, well, that affects it, the compass length. Right?
But then the ray to ray, because we have to measure like to the middle. So if the line is really long, then it would be a bad line.
If the line is really long, you still do about half. But it still should be 60. Okay, it still should be 60. All right. Take a picture of your work and send
Yes,
it to me
sir.
via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Malaya,
Yes, sir.
is that my work you sent me or yours? Not Maya Leah, Malia Delavo?
I don't know.
You sent me. Oh, I see. Never mind. I see. All right, so let's move on from this. And so that's constructing a 60-degree angle. I think the next thing we're gonna do is learn how to bisect angles. That'll be a good thing to do. How to bisect angles. Yeah, that'll be good. How to bisect angles. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I want to. You know what? Let's do. No, that'll be too long. Let's Yeah. So let's go ahead and attempt to. I'm going to show you how to bisect. We only have like 30 minutes left. So since we only have 30 minutes left, let's do constructing a 90-degree angle then. Let's do that. So the next time we can learn is how to construct a 90-degree angle. So let's go ahead and do that. So we already know how to do 60, hopefully. Now let's learn how to do 90. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you all. Do you know that we can construct a 90-degree angle?
I did.
Yeah, I know you can do that. Now with constructing a 90-degree angle, it's basically the first like 7 steps is going to be basically how to construct a 60. Then constructing a 90 is just like 2 more other steps or so added to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and write down that. So the first thing we're going to do for 90-degree, write this down for me, please. Again, write this down for me. So steps for constructing 90 degrees. Okay, 90-degree angle. What's another word for 90-degree angle? We call that a what?
Right.
Triangle.
Not triangle.
A
We just
right
call
angle.
it
Triangle.
we call it a right angle. A right angle. Very good. Okay, it's called a right angle. So we're going to follow the same steps as before. We're going to mark the vertex M anywhere on the paper. We're going to label this point M. Okay. Label this point M. Okay. All right. So that's that. That's the first thing we're going to do. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to, so let me show you all what I mean by that. Go ahead, Nakaria, read the first thing that we have, the first step.
Mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name the point as M.
Very good. So we call this M. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the line segment, MN, extend it in any direction and any length. This can be our arms on our angle. So same thing, we're going to draw the line segment, MN, okay? So draw the line segment MN, extend in any direction and of any length. This will be one of the arms of our angle. So basically starting just like how we did the 60 degree with the MN. Okay, so go ahead, Amia, read the second, the first and second, the first 2 steps.
Mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name the point as M. Draw a line segment MN extending in any direction and of any length. This will be one of the arms of our angle.
Thank you. Torika, where's Torika? Torika, can you hear me? Torika, are you there? Torika. Torika,
sir.
yes,
Yes,
read
sir.
read the first 2 points, please.
Mark a vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this angle. Let us name this point M. Draw the line segment MN, extend in any direction of any length. This will be one of the arms on our angle.
Good. Torika, did you send me the work? Your notes.
I sent it now.
Okay. Next, the third point is we're going to third thing we're gonna do. We're gonna place the tip of the compass, M, and draw an arc cutting the line segment at some point. Okay. So go ahead. Amia non-home. Have you were you able to get a 60-degree angle? Yeah.
No, sir, I wasn't able to because I'm on my phone.
Oh, how about
I
like
was
on
trying.
how about on the like your computer or something? Not a computer, sorry. You have the
I-
geometry set?
No, sir, I don't have a geometry set. That's how come I was trying to do it on the
Oh,
virtual.
wonderful. Okay. You can need a geometry set. Do you have one? Like personally?
I don't have one on me right now, but I can purchase one.
Yeah, you need one for your exam. All right.
Yes, sir.
And when we get to doing more geometry questions, you can need it. All right. So
Yes,
make sure
sir.
purchase one. Daniel Johnson. Where's Daniel Johnson?
Ready, sir.
Read the first 3 steps, please.
You say first three?
The first 3 steps, yes.
Number 1, mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this point as M. Number 2, draw a line segment MN extending in any direction and of any length. This will be one of the arms of our angle. Number 3, place the tip of the compass on point M and draw an arc cutting the line segment MN at some point. Let us call this point P.
Okay. Good. Thank you. So the third point is, let me just show you all the drawing for that one. For the third point, you're going to, like I said, the first couple steps is just like drawing a 60-degree angle. The first like several steps. So this would be the same thing as if it looks as if we're drawing a 60-degree angle, right? We have the point, the vertex M. We have our line segment MN. We have an arc that intersects the line MN. Okay, right? And so it really looks like we're drawing a 60-degree, but we're not. But it has the foundational steps, all right? So quick recap, we draw our first point. We call this M. We draw a line segment MN. We take an arc. So we open up our compass and we draw an arc. This arc is going to cut line segment MN. Okay, that's what we do. Where is Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? Ajani, can you hear me? Where's Ajani? Can't hear from Ajani. Ajani, can you hear me? I don't know if he's able to hear me. No, we can't hear me. Antoine, read the first 3 steps, please.
Mark the vertex of your angle anywhere on the paper. Let us name this point M. Point as M. Draw a line segment MN extending in any direction and of any length. This will be one of the arms of our angle. Place the tip of the compass on point M and draw an arc cutting the line segment NN. At some point, let us call this point P.
Very good. All right, are we finished with these 3 points? Because I want to move this. Are you finished with this slide? Let me know, please, if you're finished with this slide.
Not yet.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Are we finished with writing this down? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
All right, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this slide and send it to me via WhatsApp once you're finished with it. Malik, are you finished with the slide?
Yes, sir, I'm finished.
Okay, and Chanel Jones, where's Chanel? Chanel Jones, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you finished with these 3 points?
No, sir.
You still writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did you see like my picture? Because I don't have a geometry set. I did it online.
Let me see. Did you send it to me?
Yes, sir, I sent it.
Let me see. Excellent. Just need to label them. Okay, Rihanna, where's Rihanna? Rihanna, can you hear me? And Rodrika Roll, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Rodrika, have you finished writing this down?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Go ahead, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I want to move on to the next points because I don't want to be on this all day. Okay.
I took a screenshot.
Good. So let's move on to the next points. So the fourth point is it's going to be the fourth point. Let me move from this. Let's call this the fourth point. Steps for all right, it's point number 4. Point number 4. Okay. So point number 4 is we have to so we have to keep the width of the compass the same, right? And then, oh, let me finish. Let me put the drawing for us. So okay, go ahead, Antoine, read the fourth point, please.
Keep the width of the compass.
I can't hear you.
Keep the width of the compass at.
Oh, someone is talking in your background. Go ahead, Samaya, read the fourth point. Samaya. Can't hear from Samaya. Rod,
Can I read it?
go ahead.
4. Keep the width of the compass the same. Place its tip on the point P and draw an arc, cutting the previously drawn arc at some point. Let us call this point Q.
Very good. And not Ren. Ren, are you there? Where's Ren?
We writing this down.
You're writing this down in your book. Okay, write this down in your book.
Yes, sir.
Ren, what's your mother's name?
Adeline.
Adeline. Okay. Thank you. Ren, where's your notes?
I have this wrote down.
Oh, I don't have a phone no more.
So how do you send the notes?
I used to have a phone, but then, yeah,
How do you send the notes?
by the one of my mother's phones.
What's the number? Send me the number on in the chat.
Okay.
It's
Yes,
not
sir.
okay.
Yes, sir. My
Okay.
bad.
Read the fourth point, right?
Number 4, keep the width of the compass the same. Place it the tip on the point P and draw an arc cutting the previous drawn arc. At some point, let us call this point Q.
Very good. Then we're gonna go to the fifth point. Okay. Now, basically, at this point, right? At this point, we basically are doing the exact same points as the 60 degree, right? But this is where it changes in part 5. So if you look at part 5, it says keep the width of the seam. So what we would do, right? If this was like a 60 degree angle, all we would do is we would say, okay, let us go here and extend this to like here, right? If this was like a 60 degree, we call this a 60 degree angle, and then we are done, right? But we are not doing a 60 degree angle. So what does that mean? That means that we're gonna come here at point Q, and then we're gonna draw another arc here at point R. So we do not connect it, M and Q. We do not do that. We don't do that. What we do, however, is we go to a point, we put the tip of our compass at Q, and we draw an arc, and the point at which our new arc intersects with our previously drawn arc, we call that point R, okay? And that is what 5 says. 5 is saying keep the width of the compass the same, place its tip on Q, and draw another arc, which cuts the first arc drawn at some point. Let us call this point R, okay? And so that's what we do at this particular point. So let me clear our drawings with this. Okay, so that's good. Let's go to number 6. Number 6. Then what we're gonna do at point 6 is we're gonna do the same thing. All right, we're going to so let me a quick recap. Remember, for our 60 degree angle, all we would have to do after we draw our line segment, okay, after we do an arc, okay, all we need to do, and after we do another arc, all we need to do was to draw a line here, and that would be 60 degrees. But here, we do not like draw an arc immediately. What we do here, we do not draw a line MQ here, right? We don't do that. That would be for the 60 degree. What we do instead is we say, okay, well, this is our arc right there. Okay, this is our point. Okay, so we're gonna draw an arc right here. Boom. What we're gonna draw an arc right there. This arc is going to cut our previously drawn arc. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. Then what we're gonna do here in part 6, here's the thing. We do not change the compass width. We keep it the same. So we go and we put our tip of our compass right here, and we draw another arc on top. Maybe draw another arc on top. Okay. So go ahead, Ivory, can you hear me? Where's Ivory? Ivory, can you hear me? Where's Ivory? I can't hear from Ivory, so go ahead, Chanel Jones, read the 4, 5, and 6. Chanel.
Keep the width of the compass the same, place its tip on the point P and draw an arc, cutting the previously drawn arc at some point. Let us call the point Q. Keep the width of the compass the same, place its tip on Q and draw another arc, which cuts the first arc drawn at some point. Let us call the point R. Keep the tip of the compass still on Q Draw another arc above Q and R.
Very good. And Ren, where's Ren?
Pardon me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chanel. Where's Ren?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Read 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the width of the compass the same. Place its tip on the point P and draw an arc cutting the previously drawn arc, and at some point, let's call this point Q. Keep the width of the compass the same. Place its tip on the Q and draw another arc, which cut the first arc drawn at the same point. Let's call this point R. Keep the tip on the compass still on Q. Draw another arc above the points Q and R.
Very good. Very good. Good. Thank you. All right. So are we done with this slide? Before we move on to the next one, let me know, please, if you're done with that.
On the last line.
On the last line. The rest of us, are we done with this? If you are done with this slide, then take a screenshot of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, if you're done with this slide, take a screenshot of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. D'Angelo, are you finished with this slide or are you still writing?
You mean take a picture, Mr. Petit?
What I said. I say take a screenshot. Oh, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Thank you. Where is D'Angelo? Where's D'Angelo?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in the workers yet? Say it again.
I'm sending it right now.
Okay. Okay. So what we have here is, let me repeat the steps again so y'all gotta understand what's happening. We draw our point, our vertex at M. We did a line to the right, right? We did a line to the right. We form the line segment MN. Again, we form the line segment MN. The next thing that we do is we cut. So we do an arc and we cut this arc at, we cut this arc at this, we draw M and we cut the arc at this new point P. And what we do is we draw from P, keep the compass with the same, we draw an arc right here. Okay. Next, once we already have this arc drawn, we're going to draw another arc that's going to cut our previously drawn arc right here. Then we're going to put our compass point right here, and then we're going to draw another arc right here. Okay. On top. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide for the next ones. Okay. Remember what is the angle that we're trying to draw? Or what?
90-degree angle.
A 90
Bro,
degree
this
angle.
don't look nothing like any 90 degree.
A 90 degree. Say it again.
This one look nothing like a 90 degree.
Dan, you mean in your drawing or mine?
The whole thing was put together.
The whole thing? In yours or mine?
All two.
All two. You'll see how it forms up. See how it shape up. Okay. We basically finish. All right, so 2 more steps. 2 more steps. So what we do? Let's call this. All right. All right, so keep the same width of the compass. Now place the tip of the compass on point R and draw another arc which cuts the arc drawn in the previous step. So what does that mean? That means that, remember the arc we had in the previous step? Remember the arc that was by itself all lonely? All Uh-huh.
back so I can take a screenshot, please.
Who's that speaking?
Christian.
Christian Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Let me I'll go and do it for you. Okay, this is right now. All right, so you mean this? Do you mean this slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Mr. Petit, you can go back to the slide before this quickly, please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I have it.
Good. Okay, so good. So we have let me move this. Good. Boom.
It kind of reminds me of a golden ratio.
Golden ratio. Okay. So basically, what we have is we have this arc right here. We draw this another arc. We draw another arc. We come here and we draw this next arc. Then at this point, we draw the next arc. And the only thing next for us to do is what? Only one more thing for us to do to fully form the right angle is what? Draw a line from here to here. And then we fully have that 90 degree. Okay. So that's how we do it. All right. So let me go on to get the last step, step 8. We probably can start off with this again on tomorrow because I think we need more practice with this, right? And then we can learn how to do other stuff, other creative stuff. Okay, good. So we have, yeah. So the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna connect the points M and S with a straight line and extend it. Okay. And so let me just go ahead and show you all that. Okay. So we have this right here. All right, so go ahead, Ariana, read 7 and 8, please. Ariana, I can't have from Ariana, so Daniel Johnson, read 7 and 8.
Can I read it?
Go ahead, you can.
7. Keep the same width of the compass. Now place the tip of the compass on point R and draw another arc which cuts the arc drawn in the previous step. Number 8. Connect the points M and S with a straight line. Extend it to form a ray ML.
Okay. Good. All right. So all we need to do now at this point is just connect it. So draw a line right there. Only thing I'd say is this is missing is the box. And what does the box indicate? Box tell us that is what?
90 degrees.
It's 90 degrees.
90 degree angle.
Okay, good. How many of y'all I was like graphs, but drawings look like mine, 90 degrees.
Not mine.
Good.
I do.
Mine's
Okay.
Puma cone look like
Okay.
it.
Who said I do? How many of y'all don't look like mine? Hello, how many persons your drawing look like mine?
One.
Why, Smith? All right. Crimson, I can't hear you no more, man. What happened?
I think the science last time you told me the shame when I thought mine was better.
Okay, the rest of us, how many of y'all one look like mine? Let me know, please.
This one, but the one in your school.
No.
Mine doesn't even exist yet, and I don't know if we can look like yours.
All right. So quick recap on how we did it. Okay, so how we did it, I want to go over it. How many persons understand how we did it, or you need another,
I
like,
do.
need me to explain it again? Let me watch. How many persons need me to explain it again? Let me know, please. If you need me to explain it again.
Me, please.
Genesis. Besides Genesis, anyone else? Need me to explain it again? The mayor
Yes,
for
sir.
the mayor for. Do you understand this? Or are you just writing the notes down? Where's the mayor? The mayor, can you hear me? I can't hear from the mayor. The mayor, can you hear me? And Daxia Smith, can you hear me? Daxia, can you hear me? Where's Daxia Smith? What's her name? D'Angelo, not D'Angelo, Danielle, do you understand this? D'Angelo. I can't hear from D'Angelo. D'Angelo, can you hear me? Okay. Malaya Delavo,
Yes, sir.
do you understand how I got this? Or no?
Yes, sir.
What did I do?
You kept the same width of the compass
Mm-hmm.
and you place the compass on the point R and draw another arc that basically cut the arc drawn.
Mm-hmm.
And you connected the point M and S with a straight line
Mm-hmm.
and extended it to form a ray.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got an angle. Is that an angle?
Which one?
You got an angle, 90 degrees, the one at the bottom.
Okay. What else?
So you got a 90-degree angle. You're supposed to erase the lines, like the curve.
No, you're not supposed to erase them. Not supposed to erase them. No. So let me go ahead and
Put that mine in WhatsApp, please.
you did it. It does it look like mine's? Or no?
It's better than yours. Sorry,
What?
it's better than yours.
Let me see.
Hey,
Let me see. Sashini.
it was done on paper.
It's done on paper. Oh wow. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. The rest of you send in your work, please. Sashini, one look good. Look pretty good. Okay, so let me show you all how to do it. I'm gonna take 2 minutes out of what do you call it? What do you call it now? What do you call that subject? Health science.
Science.
Yeah. So let me quickly show you all how to do this. So what I did, right? Just sketching it out. The first thing I did was I'm gonna do it twice. So y'all could really let me just do it once and we could do it tomorrow. So first thing I did was I drew a line right? Array. I put this point here, call this what, M, right?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh. And I
What
call this one
subjects are after this, please?
health and general science. All right, then after I did that, I did an arc. I did an arc here, okay? And then I came here and I did another arc, okay? So let me extend this some more. I did another arc, right there, okay? Then I came here and I drew another arc, okay? And I came here and I drew another arc. And I came here and I drew another arc. So that when I do a line like that, this is the 90 degrees that we're looking for. And that's basically how we do it. So you draw one arc, boom. Draw another arc, cut that, boom. Then draw another arc here. Then come here, draw another arc, boom. Then come here, draw another arc, boom. And then connect the 2 points. And then that's how you get the 90 degree, right? Does that make sense? Or we need some more practice tomorrow?
It makes sense.
Make sense?
I'd like to be on the safe side tomorrow and get a little more
right?
practice.
More practice. Does this make sense? Or we need some more practice tomorrow? Let me know if you all.
Mr. P, can you go back to the last slide, please?
Yes, I can. The rest of us, does this make sense or we need more practice? Let me know, please.
More
It makes
practice,
sense.
Makes sense?
More practice.
More practice. Makes sense. More practice. Okay. All right.
Pardon me, Mr. Petit. Why do we draw all these arcs after we done drawing the next line?
Why do we draw all the arcs? Because it's
Right.
constructing, we're constructing it, right? So we do all those just so that it could eventually form perfectly that 90 that we're looking for, right? And we just keep it, and we have to keep our lines because the reason why you keep your lines is because the examiner wants to know that you didn't use a protractor to draw it, like you actually constructed it. So always keep your lines, all right? Always keep your arcs. Does that answer your question, Genesis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
if you go back to this
Oh yeah, let me go back to the previous slide. Yeah, let me do that. All right, so if you're ready, send in your work. By the way, take a picture of your work and send it to me. If you're ready, send in your work. We're gonna move on to health science and general science now. So if
Good
you're not
night.
doing that, then you can leave. All right.
I'll send you notes here in a
Okay,
minute.
good. Okay, good. We're doing health science and general science. For those of us who are doing health science and general science, we will continue. Okay.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
I don't see where it tell us to label it to S. That's why I was trying to figure out where was S.
Isn't S here?
But I don't see where they told us to label it S. That's why I was like, where are they talking about? Until I look at the screen and find S.
Oh, where S? Okay, okay, I see. All right, let's move on to health science. Let's go ahead and do the health science. Okay, it's good. Let's go ahead and do that. Health science. Okay, good. My name is Mr. Petit. So, today is what? Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday the 4th of March, 2025. The subject is, of course, health science. Now, the last thing we did in health science, anyone remember the last thing we did in health science? I can remember the last thing we did most recently.
The blood.
The blood? You sure?
Oh, no.
The different systems.
You sure?
We did past papers or like a quiz.
Yeah, we did like a whole quiz thing. How did y'all do in that quiz anyway?
100.
100? Okay. We did a quiz and like we did a past paper. I think for the last 2 weeks we've been doing like past papers. Today I want to actually do a topic. But the last actual topic was the blood. Okay. So we talk about the blood and we talk about like parts of the blood. Did we talk about the platelets? Did I talk about the platelets and how they help to clot the blood? Good. Did we talk about the what's the word? Did we talk about the red blood cells and their function?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do we say the red blood cells is for?
Carries oxygen throughout the body.
Very
This
good.
consists of 43% of blood.
Very good. Carries oxygen. Who's that speaking?
Cyan Davis.
Oh, yes. Very good. Good. So we did the blood. What else? Did we talk about the plasma?
Yes, sir.
Good. What do we say about the plasma?
Is the liquid part of blood. It makes 55% of the blood.
Very good. It's a liquid part of the blood. That's plasma. And then we also talk about the white blood cells. So what we said about the white blood cells? They what?
Fight off
pathogens and
illnesses.
germs.
Very good. Fight off infection and germs. Fight off infections. Very good, Jai. Okay, so we learned that blood is transported to some parts of the body or all parts of the body?
All parts.
All parts of the body.
parts.
All parts of the body. And guess
All
what?
parts.
When blood has oxygen in it, what do we call that? What type of blood we call that?
Oxygenated blood.
Oxygen. What, Alea? Alea? Alea?
Yes, yes, sir.
What do we call it?
Oxygenated blood.
Very good. Oxygenated blood. And when it doesn't have oxygen in it, what do we call it?
Deoxygenated.
Deoxygenated. Very good. There are some things that carries this blood. What do we call the things that carry blood throughout the body?
Blood vessels.
Blood vessels. Very good. And so today we're going to be looking at blood vessels. Topic is blood vessels. Blood vessels. Blood vessels. So we're going to be looking at today blood vessels. Okay. Blood vessels. All right, so we're gonna first talk about the arteries. Arteries. Arteries carry blood where?
Away from the heart.
Away from the heart. Very good, Jada. They carry blood away from the heart. Okay, A for away. A for away. Okay, so these are, write this down for me, please. These are blood vessels that take blood away from the heart. Okay, these are blood vessels that take blood away from the heart. Take blood away from the heart.
Mr. Petit, that helps a lot. A for away.
Yeah, A for away, yeah. How do they look? So arteries, not thin. No, not thin, no.
Red.
Say red. They have
Muscular.
Muscular. Who said muscular?
Me.
Very good, Mark. They have thick, right? So they have They have thick, strong, elastic walls to handle large amounts of what? Of pressure. So the arteries are gonna be withstanding a lot of pressure because it's carrying the blood away from the heart. So right from the blood leave the left ventricle, boom, it goes to the arteries and then to the rest of the body. So it has to be able to withstand that boom, that pressure that it's gonna get from the blood rushing from the heart to its structures. So that's thick, strong, elastic, I should say thick, strong, muscular, and elastic walls to handle large amounts of pressure, okay? What is the largest artery?
The pulmonary artery.
No, not the pulmonary artery, the largest artery.
The
Vena
Vena
cava.
cava.
Vena cava? No. No.
The aorta.
The aorta.
The aorta, very good. It's the aorta. The largest artery is the aorta. Okay. The largest vein is the vena cava. Okay. And then the lumen, right? The lumen is smaller than veins. So they have a smaller lumen than veins. And the lumen is just an opening. Okay, the lumen is just an opening. These have no valves, has no valves. Okay, arteries have no valves. And then they carry, I guess I already said they carry blood away. Okay, they carry, what type of blood do arteries carry? What type of blood do arteries carry?
Oxygenated. Deoxygenated. Oxygenated.
What type of blood do arteries carry?
Oxygenated blood.
What type of blood do arteries
Your blood?
carry?
They carry both,
Deoxygenated.
Mr. But they carry both.
They carry both? All right, in the chat, if you think they carry oxygenated blood, put O. If you think they carry deoxygenated blood, put D. If you think they carry oxygenated blood, put O. If you think they carry deoxygenated blood, put D. Arteries. What type of blood do arteries carry? What type of blood do arteries carry? Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm seeing a mixture. O, D. So we need top three. All right. I need drum roll, please. Where's Alora? Alora? Where's Alora?
Yeah.
You slapping up on the drum roll. What happened? There we go. Good. They carry, Sashanik, say the answer, please.
Mr. Petit, my mic is not working.
Why your mic ain't working?
Because I don't want to embarrass myself.
You know, there's no judgment here. We listen and we don't judge.
That's a lie.
He probably called you because you had an answer right.
Exactly. Thank you.
No, this is Mr. Petit's one.
Sashanik, what type of blood do
Yes,
we?
sir.
What type of blood do arteries carry?
A.
A? A? It's O or D, which one?
D.
She said D. How many persons think it's deoxygenated blood? Wow, no one.
OMG.
Just to make her feel better, I'll say I think it's deoxygenated.
Wow. Wow, Sashanik, wow. Wow. That was not nice. Sashanik, you wanna try again? Sashanik, you wanna try again?
No, sir.
No. All right, they carry oxygenated blood. Okay, they carry oxygenated blood. Give me 1 second, class. 1 second. All right, good. Now, there's a caveat though. The only artery that carries deoxygenated blood is what? Is the
Pulmonary artery.
pulmonary artery. That's the only artery that carries.
That's the one I was thinking about.
That's the one you're thinking about, right? I know. That's the one. Only had to been the one, right? That's the only artery that carries the oxygenated blood, the pulmonary artery, because it's carrying that blood from the heart to where?
The lungs.
The lungs. Very good. The lungs to get oxygen. Okay. So class, how would we describe the arteries? How would we describe them? How would you describe the arteries, class?
No valves.
No valves. Very good. What else?
Take the blood away from the heart.
Carries the blood away from the heart. Good. What else?
Have thick, strong, elastic, muscular walls to handle large amounts of pressure.
Very good. What is the largest artery? What is the largest artery?
Aorta.
Aorta.
The aorta. The aorta. The aorta. And do arteries carry blood away from the heart or to the heart?
A for away.
A for away. Very good. A for away from the heart. Next, we're gonna go to start with what? What other blood vessels we could talk about besides the arteries?
The ventricles.
The ventricles.
Oh.
Ventricles is not a blood vessel.
The capillary
No.
veins.
I was
Oh,
gonna
vein.
say that.
The capillary.
Who said capillaries?
Rashid.
Rashid, very smart. That's another one. But we're gonna talk about the veins first. The veins. Now, veins carry the blood to the heart. They carry the blood to the heart. Okay, veins carry the blood to the heart. So arteries carry blood away from the heart. Veins carry blood to the heart. And so that's that. So these are blood vessels that carry blood to the heart. Carry blood to the heart, not away from the heart, but to the heart. Okay. These are blood vessels that carry blood to the heart. Okay. They carry blood to the heart. Understand that, Antoine? They carry blood to the heart.
Mr. Petita, I doing that time.
What you doing, General? What are you doing, Antoine?
Yes, I doing general science.
General, okay. Okay, so how would we describe them? The walls are what? The
Thin.
walls are what? Are thinner than the arteries. Why? Because they have less what?
Pressure.
Pressure. Very good. Less pressure. Excellent. And then we have the largest vein is the vena cava. It's actually the inferior vena cava, actually. Inferior vena cava. Okay. But the two largest is the superior and the inferior vena cava. Okay. They have large lumen, opening. Okay. Okay. And they have valves. What's the purpose of valves? What's the purpose of the valves? To do what?
They prevent blood from flowing backwards.
Prevent the backflow of blood. Very good. Prevent the backflow of blood. Okay. Prevent the backflow of blood. And then what else? They carry, what type of blood do the veins carry?
Deoxygenated.
Deoxygenated. So they carry deoxygenated. They carry deoxygenated blood. The only vein that carries oxygenated blood is the what? Pulmonary what?
Pulmonary vein.
The pulmonary what?
Vein.
The pulmonary vein. That's the only one that carries oxygenated blood, the pulmonary vein. Okay. Good. True or false? Veins carry blood away from the heart. True or false? Veins carry blood away from the heart. True or false? Veins carry blood away from the heart.
True.
Away from the heart. Veins carry blood away from the heart.
False, false.
False.
Let me
It's
try this
A
again.
for away for arteries.
Veins carry blood away from the heart.
False.
False.
False. Very good.
False.
The largest vein is the superior vena cava. The largest vein is the superior vena cava.
False.
False.
False. Very good. The purpose of valves is to prevent the backflow of blood. The purpose of valves is to prevent the backflow of blood.
Sure.
True.
True. Very good. True. Veins, all veins carry deoxygenated blood. All veins carry deoxygenated blood.
False.
False.
All veins carry
Oh,
deoxygenated
that's a
blood.
trick question. True.
All veins carry deoxygenated blood.
False.
False.
That's another trick
False.
question. False.
All veins carry deoxygenated blood.
False.
No.
False. False. Okay. Why is it false?
Because the
Because
pulmonary
of letter
vein
F.
carries oxygenated blood.
Say it again.
Because the pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And finally, veins have larger lumens than arteries.
True.
True. Very good. True. Okay, next. The last one would be capillaries. 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 Capillaries is also a blood vessel. Okay. So these are the what? These are the what?
The smallest.
The smallest blood vessels. Okay. In the body. Okay. They are like 1 cell thick. Okay. And blood cells travel in single file through these vessels, Okay. Okay, good. So which blood vessel is the smallest? Which blood vessel is the smallest?
Capillaries.
Capillaries, very good. Not just Jada, which blood vessels is the smallest?
Capillaries.
Capillaries, very good. Which blood vessels have valves?
Veins.
Veins, very good. What is the purpose of valves?
To prevent
To prevent the backflow of
Very good. To prevent the backflow of blood. Very good. All right. Good. So let me show you all the differences between these blood vessels. I'm going to show you the diagram that basically shows you the differences. So you have the difference between the 3 blood vessels. Okay. So this is a good diagram right there. If you look carefully at the diagram, let me put it on the screen so y'all could see it. If you look carefully at the diagram, you would see this. So the artery, obviously, strong, thick, muscular walls. Okay, strong, thick, muscular walls. The vein, large lumen. Okay. And the capillary, very small. It's made of a single layer of cell. So this is the difference between the 3. All right. Are y'all done with the slide? Let me know if y'all done with the slide, please. Or y'all still writing? Let me know, please, if y'all done. Still writing?
Excuse me, Mr. Bailey. I can't see what it stands for. Capillaries.
Capillaries, okay, no problem. It's the smallest blood vessels. And blood cells travel in single file through these cells. Okay. All right. Let me know if y'all finished with this, please. Let me know if y'all done with this. So
Yes,
we can
sir.
move on to
Yes,
general
sir.
science. All right. Are we done with this? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Shavarian, are you done with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Shavarian. Shavarian, are you done with this? Can't have from Shavarian. Chai, are you finished with this? That's Chai.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All righty, let's go ahead and move from this. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, so the last thing we were doing in general science, as I remember it, was, did we do work? Power?
Yes, sir.
So what were we on in general science? I don't remember.
We did 2 quizzes that night.
I know, but the very last thing we were on was start with F.
Force.
Force. We was talking about a specific type of force.
Friction.
Friction. Friction. Very good. Friction. Friction. And we said that friction does what? What does friction do?
Wears down an object.
It wears down an object, but a friction friction is resistance, right? A friction is resistance. It goes in the opposite direction of the force. All right. And so what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about good friction versus bad friction. Is there such a thing as good friction and bad friction? Right? We're going to be talking about that. Right? So let's go ahead and do this. So my name is Mr. Petit. Today is what? The Tuesday, the 4th of March, 2025. The subject is, of course, what? Mathematics? No. Health science? No. General science? Yes. General science. And the topic is definitely our topic is good friction versus bad friction. Basically looking at the disadvantages of friction, good friction and bad friction. We said that friction is the force that goes in opposite direction to your force. All right, so it's an opposing force. Okay. And so we said that if we want to get rid of friction, we could use lubricating agents, right? Like WD-40. Anyone ever used WD-40 before? Or know what WD-40 is?
Just use that today for my bike so I can prepare for Friday's PE.
Ah, okay, right. So
I ain't getting catch lacking this time.
all right, so we have that. So it's gonna be good. So we have advantages of friction. And we have what? Disadvantages. Disadvantages of friction. Okay. So we can call this one on this side, we're gonna call this what? Good friction. Right? And we're gonna call this one, say, bad friction. Okay, good friction versus bad friction. When is friction ever good? All right. So we're gonna draw this table. Draw this table for me, please. So we can go ahead and do it. Okay. Okay. Good. All right, good. So good. All right, so does any one of you know how to roller skate?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, don't lie on don't lie on live television now. Does anyone know
I can inline roller skate, but
I
not
know
with the
I
four
could.
wheels.
not do the 4 wheels?
Tell the
I know how to
truth.
skate.
you
I know how to
don't.
skate.
both.
Oh, you okay?
You mean
Okay.
skateboard?
Now with skate, how many persons know how to do skateboard?
Yes, sir.
I don't
Yeah,
have
I
one.
tried out once.
And
Tried
how
that
was
one.
it?
Never again.
How was it?
Never
You
again.
just
I
standing in
bust my
one
hip.
place. What hard about that?
Okay.
Whoever
All right. So
When
tell
you try
me,
to move the board and slip and you fall.
is this good friction or bad friction?
Good,
Good. Why you say good?
because they need the friction to move.
They need the friction to move. So let's say that you are. So this is like a hill, right? Okay. And let's say that you need to stop, right? What is gonna cause whether you're roller skating or you are actually doing a skateboard, what is gonna cause you to stop?
Friction.
How are you gonna stop?
I'm dropping off the skateboard.
Jump off.
Jump off?
Use
I
your
jump
foot.
off.
Putting your foot down.
I'm
You
on the
slow down.
ground.
Put your foot down, right? Now, when you put your foot down, what is happening? Your foot is what? Rubbing against what?
The ground.
Rubbing against the
The
ground.
ground causing friction.
Causing what? Causing what?
Friction.
Friction.
Friction. And so that's good friction. Why? Because it's helping you to do what? It helps you to what?
Stop.
It helps you to slow down or stop, right? So
Slow down and stop.
good. So that's good friction. So good friction, stopping a car. So even brakes, like, you know, like when you press brakes. So stopping a car or skateboard, right? Or skate is good friction, right? So if you're trying to stop a car from a crash, stopping a car using brakes, right? Or gradually coming to a halt on skates, right? Is example of what type of friction? Good or bad?
Good.
Good. Very good. Good friction. Good friction. Now what is yes.
Guess what I saw Sunday coming from Bayou?
Well, what you saw?
I saw a grown man riding a tricycle.
A tricycle? Well,
that's what I want with 3 wheels.
Okay. Like they say, get up and get it.
I killed myself laughing.
Through my corner?
One question.
No, sir,
From
it was
the
like
person who
by
said that, are
Bamboo
you
Shack.
in
Oh,
Berry
by
Island?
Bamboo Shack. Okay, okay. Say it again. Go ahead. Go ahead, Cleveland.
He said that someone with 3 wheels is, and we have someone here who like ride a bike with 3 wheels too.
Yeah. A big one or a small one?
Like the wheels is in the back. There's 2 in the back and 1 in the front.
Yeah. I mean, Antoine, you mean the big tricycle or the bad one?
That tricycle was glittery and it had them little things come off the handlebars. Mr. Petit, that looked like that was my little stone.
No, never mind.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, now bad friction prevents the skaters from what? From what? Moving. From moving what? Smoothly over what? Over surfaces. Right? So some surfaces you can't, some surfaces you can't really skate as smoothly over because the friction of it. All right? The friction of it. And so good friction helps you to stop the vehicle or to stop in motion. But bad friction is when you want to go faster, but you can't really go faster because the friction is stopping you. So friction could be good or friction could be bad. Okay. Next, what else friction could be good for? How about, how do you, let's say if you have a sword, right? Let's say you have a sword, and you want to, I don't know, you want to sharpen that sword. You want the sword to become more sharp. What would you do to sharpen the sword?
Them file, they be sharp and they cut this way.
Exactly. So what is causing the knife to get sharper?
When you rub the knife against the file.
Exactly. So what is called? What is that?
Friction?
Friction. Yeah, friction, right? Have you ever heard the term iron sharpens iron? Ever heard that term? Iron sharpens iron?
Yes.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, that's friction, right? You need that, the rubbing of those two materials together is friction, right? And that's a good thing, right? Say it again.
Sometimes we use one knife to sharpen the other.
Exactly, you need a knife. Exactly, sharpening a knife. Okay.
What's my granny do that?
Yes. So, good. All right. Next, what is what is a disadvantage of what is the disadvantage of friction?
All the sparks flying at you.
Say it
It
again.
could wear down something.
It could wear down the material. So material can get what? Wear down. Okay. Okay. Next, what is the example of good friction? How do you turn on your stove?
Flicking
Turn it
the
until
gas thing.
The march.
Thank you for March. For people who like, you know, people who don't have like those fancy, stove that goes without the match. But for people who have to use a match, like anyone have their stove, you have to use a match in order to turn it on. Like if you don't use a match,
Yes, sir.
it don't work. Yeah. So striking a match is friction, right? You striking a match, and turn off. But a bad side of friction is that, so rubbing together of moving parts can what? Can make noise,
Cause.
right? It can make noise. It can cause what? Wear and tear on machines, on machine parts. It can get things what? Hot,
damage,
and melt. It can slow down the machine, and it can waste what? Energy. Okay, all those things is some disadvantages of friction. Okay. So although you strike in a match you can strike a match and get heat. Some bad examples of friction is when, it causes wear and tear on the machines. It gets it hot. It gets the things hot and melted. It slows down the machine. It wastes energy. It makes noise. All those stuff. But a good example of friction, right? Good friction, would be. How many persons are writing these notes down? Are y'all writing these notes down, or y'all just watching me?
I am.
I read them
How many
down.
persons are writing these notes
I'm
down?
writing.
Let me know, please, if you're writing these notes. The rest of you, are you writing these notes down? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
If you're writing these notes down, a good example of friction is writing. Bet y'all didn't even think of that. Why?
That's a good example. That's a medium example.
It's a good example. That's an excellent example. That's a profound example. That's a phenomenal example, right? Why is it?
The word you just say, I name.
Writing, how is that friction?
Between the pencil and the paper.
Exactly, friction between the pencil and the paper. Imagine if it was smooth, you couldn't really get a grip, right? So you need that grip
Excuse me,
in
Mr.
order to
Petit.
write. Yes, go ahead.
What if it's like a roll ball pen against a paper?
It's still friction, but it's less friction because of the ball pen. Okay, that's why it's smoother. It feels smoother. That's why you don't have to do a lot of work to write, because it's smoother. But if you didn't have no friction at all, you couldn't write on that. It just would glide. You couldn't get a grip on it to really like form your letters. So writing is friction. What else is good friction? How about oh boy. How about anyone ever like apply sand paper? So sanding a piece of wood. Sanding a piece of wood. That's good friction, right? It allows you to sand the wood, right? to have a good finish. Okay. Okay. That's an example of good friction. And then one last example, I'm gonna use a picture to show this example, and you're gonna tell me what it is. Hopefully y'all could get it on the first go, and I don't have to do it 1,000 times. But
Mr. Petit, I had an example.
what's your example?
Rubbing a pot with a sponge. What?
Or a pot scrubber, right? That's
So
friction. That's good friction. I like that. So washing dishes. What is this one?
Good friction.
Good
look,
friction.
look at Charlie in the tree.
Good friction. What is he doing?
His shoes have
Gripping
like
on
grip, so it's
Climbing.
good friction.
Climbing.
His hand is rubbing against
He
wood.
holding a good
Yes.
grip.
Yes, he's holding a good grip, right? So he's about to teeth Aunt May mango so we could sell it on the side of the road.
Mr. Petit.
What happened?
You sound like a black man.
Wait, imagine he take a mango and they whop him on the block or something. I
You're
don't
not,
hear.
you're not gonna whop no one with a bat. Like the people that say it's jattery. It's jattery, so you know.
What? I guess you know
Mr.
what
P, I ain't gonna lie.
one nice
I
summer,
don't think
one
there's
nice summer.
something. I don't think there's no such thing. Stealing a mango in the Caribbean because like the Caribbean is for everyone. Like
Yeah. So you just go walk in
so
someone's
you could
yard and
just walk up in someone's yard and take the mango and go.
uh-huh.
And
Yes.
you will get whopped.
All right. I hope you have good friction on your legs when they start shooting you down. I hope you get good. I hope you have
If
good
I
friction.
fall, I fall on them.
All right then.
Mr. Petit, I tell you, if that happened to me, I fast, so I done gone.
Oh my. All right. So sanding a piece of wood, climbing a tree. Someone mentioned something else about good friction. But I didn't write it down.
Was it about the washing?
Oh yeah. Pot scrubbing. So washing pots using a pot scrubber. All right, is an example of good friction. Okay, so friction has advantages and disadvantages. Don't just think, oh, friction is bad. What is a bad example of friction? I'm gonna show you right now. Let me use a different.
Sliding on concrete.
Say it again.
Sliding on concrete like a fall.
Say it again.
Sliding against concrete.
I don't understand what you mean.
If
Like
your
falling.
car tire blow and the rim start rubbing on the road.
Yes, that's true. Very good.
Hidden. Well, this is kind of the same, but like hidden like metal onto like concrete or something like the sparks.
Say it again.
Like hidden metal against the concrete and like the sparks.
Okay, that's a good example. That's an example. Anyone ever wear? Let's say you have pants, right? You have a pants and you wear it, and let's say it's too long, and it rub against the floor, and for a long time, and then it start to like tear, right? So like ripped jeans. I'm not talking about like the one that they actually make, but actual ripped jeans, like when you're like when you wear something so much till it actually gets like torn, that's friction. Okay, so
I have one.
what?
Brushing your teeth.
Yes, brushing your teeth is for good friction. Oh, that's a good example. Brushing teeth, right? Brushing teeth is good friction. Let's go. Let's fill up the bad side of friction. We need some bad ones, which you say so wearing and tearing of clothing over time. Wear and tear of what? Tires over time. Of car tires. You have to change them every so often.
Hold on, Mr. Petit. I think I have one. Right? You know when you get the clocks, right? And you choose bottoms.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. So
Did I have one more good one?
yes, go example. Go ahead.
Using your finger to type on the keyboard and use the mouse.
That is so true. Who said that?
Ethan Smith.
Ethan Smith. That's a good one. Very good. That's a good one. So, holes in your socks. That's a bad. So holes in your socks is bad friction. Someone mentioned something else. Oh, I already mentioned the tires, right? But someone mentioned something for bad
About the
friction.
shoes?
Oh yeah, the shoes. Yes. Shoes become shoes wear down with use, with continued use because of friction.
Almost, we did have one more.
What else?
You know, when the design on the tire, or like when it can fit out like that.
Yes, exactly. You mentioned that before. All right, write down the bad examples of friction and the good examples of friction. Once you're ready, write that down, then you can leave, but write down the bad examples and the good examples of friction. So friction could be helpful or bad, but friction is when you have anything going opposite direction. What can reduce friction? What can reduce friction? What can reduce friction?
Lubricant.
Lubricants, very good. Lubricants help to reduce friction. Good.
Good night.
Good night. Again, once you finish with this, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Good night. Gravity.
Say it again.
Gravity.
What you mean?
Like
Good night.
The more pressure something has on it, the harder it is to move. So
yes.
Gravity, basically.
Gravity don't reduce it though. Gravity
increase, I think.
Yes, increase.
That would be force. If we say the more pressure, the less friction. The more friction, right, Mr. Petit?
Say it again.
I think that would be force. The more force, the more friction.
Of course. Yes. Good point.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Oh my god, I still didn't get a thing properly. Oh my gosh.
All right. All right, once you finish with your notes, you can leave. Again, once you finish-
Okay, you can make it smaller, please.
No problem.
Night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.